Hey, we're Saints. Father Chris here. Welcome to our Crucifixional Life stream. Glad to have you with us today. We, in our parish here in Arizona, have just completed a visit from a visiting hierarch, a visit from a visiting. But we had His Eminence Metropolitan Antonios with us for the last few days. Delightful, delightful human being. I mean, he's amazing. Last night we were at a dinner. And as we sat around the table, it became clear to me that all of the people there understood how to be in the presence of the elder. Now, I don't even think he was the oldest person in the room, but because he is our bishop, he was the elder, right? So with that being said, in normal American situations, I don't know what the parlance is in the word. I'm losing my words this morning, but in a normal American environment, everybody just talks all the time. But not for someone who comes from the ancient world, from a Semitic mind. When you are in the presence of an elder or the master of whatever craft you are studying or pursuing, in our case, our bishop, you say nothing. It is your opportunity to hear, to learn from the elder, to learn from the master. It's your opportunity not to be a teacher. Someday you may become the teacher, but it is your moment to be a student. It's definitely respectful to someone from the Semitic mindset, but it's also an opportunity for us who are seated at the feet of the master, if you will, to learn something. This we see from the Gospel of Luke in chapter 10, the great story of Mary and Martha. And again, I'm sure you know this story, but Martha and Mary invite Jesus into their home. And Mary's sitting at his feet, listening to his teaching. Martha is busy cooking and serving, and she gets irritated and says, "Lord, why is my sister sitting down? Right? Tell her to come help me." And Jesus says to her, Martha, "Martha, Martha, you are troubled and anxious about many things." Listen to the words. "Mary has chosen the good portion." Right? So he's telling us that to be seated at the feet of the master in Luke, obviously Christ himself is the master, the Lord. She has chosen the good portion. And so for us as warrior saints, when we find just in the day-to-day of our lives, the struggles that we have to encounter or overcome, the challenges that we face, the difficulties that we face, where do we find a light or a road through all of that kind of stuff? Through the chaos that the world throws at us. The message is that Christ and his teachings are unto life. They are unto the overcoming of that chaos. And therefore it becomes incumbent upon us to sit at the feet of the master. Now, obviously, we can't do that literally the way Mary and Martha did, but we do so through his word, when we hear and read Holy Scripture. Sometimes you come across, a passage that you don't really get it. You don't know what's going on. Maybe you don't fully understand what is God trying to say in this passage. Rather than get lost with that kind of stuff, let us help you. This is what we do. This is really all we do. When you visit warriorsaints.org, you're going to find the way of the warrior saint. That's right now our primary course that we offer in our academy. Subscribe to the Way of the Warrior Saint. When you find the topic, the situation, the struggle, the chaos that may be pertinent to your life right now, we do our best with God's help to give you the statement from Scripture, what God is saying about this, and hopefully making those scriptural texts clear. Join us on the Way of the Warrior Saint. It's a game changer, helping us become really exceptional human beings, the way that God has created and intended us to be. Love you. Be back tomorrow, as always. Keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.